Good morning, friends. How are you all? Just going for brief speech on trigonometry. I have seen that mostly if the concept in trigonometry is not good, not sound, they lack somewhere. They are trapped somewhere. Just to make the concept very much clear, I'm going for the basic brief discussion of trigonometry. Okay, see that. Starting from very basic point that we did trigonometry in a right angle triangle. Right angle triangle means one angle is 90 degree and another two angles are there. Okay, suppose I am naming it as A, B, C. The first and most important thing which you have to identify is what nomenclature we go for in a right angle triangle. The side in front of right angle is always known as the hypotenuse, written as h in small letter, and one angle of concern is always there in a triangle. It may be here or it may be here. So, the position of the perpendicular and base is not fixed. Perpendicular is always side in front of the angle of concern, and the third side or the leftover side is termed as the base. Suppose if I change this angle of concern from C to A, now the position of perpendicular and basis will change, but that of the hypotenuse will remain same. So now the perpendicular will be side in front of angle of that concern is BC, and this is going to be base now. Perpendicular, base, hypotenuse now clearly identifiable to you. Okay, now you can easily find what a perpendicular, what a base, and what a hypotenuse is there without any problem. Okay, see here. Now I'm going for trigonometrical ratios. As the name implies, ratios, it is something by something format. Okay, we have to just take care of the three sides of the triangle, find their ratios, and we will give them names. Trigonometrical ratio sine theta is always perpendicular by hypotenuse. All the cases it is perpendicular by hypotenuse. Same way, cos theta is base by hypotenuse, and tan theta is perpendicular by base all the time. Okay, these are the very basic things which you have to keep in your mind all the time. Moreover, you know the reciprocal of sine is cosec. So cosec theta will be h by p, and the reciprocal of cos theta is sec theta, which you can write as h by b is b, take care of h by b, and tan theta's reciprocal is cot theta, which can be written as b by p. Okay. Next problems in the very basic thing we encounter is that if one trigonometrical ratio is given, how can we find other trigonometrical ratios? Suppose if somebody gave you that sine theta is 3 by 5, what does this mean? Every time this will mean that ratio of perpendicular and hypotenuse is 3 by 5. by the very basic principle of ratio, we know that P will be 3x and H will be 5x. You know Pythagoras theorem? By that it will be P square plus B square is equal to S square all the time. Okay? You know two sides. You can get the third side easily by substituting the values here. B is coming out to be 4x. I'm not doing here. Once you got P, B, H, everything, you can find all other trigonometrical ratios. Suppose I have to find cos theta. Okay, what will be that? That will be base by hypotenuse. So what's base here now? 4x for that particular angle of concern. 4x by 5x, which is going to be 4 by 5. Like that, we can find tan theta, cosec theta, sec theta, cot theta, anything we can find easily. If one trigonometrical ratio is given, we can get idea of the complete triangle. Clear? So the basic thing which is being asked in this very basic startup of trigonometry is the one trigonometrical ratio is given, find the other ones. Sometime angle, but you don't know the value of angles. We'll be discussing it later on. Okay, let's see. The angles of concern can be 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, and 90 degree. No, the angle of concern can be anything, but I'm talking about the standard angle of concern. It's 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, and 90 degree. So we must remember the values of these trigonometrical angles. Okay, if I say sine 0 degree, like this, I'm making a table here. Sine 0 degree, it is 0. Sine 30 degree, 1 by 2. Sine 45, 1 by root 2. 60, root 3 by 2. 91. See here, the pattern is just keep on increasing as we increase the angle. But the opposite is the case with the cos. Cos 0 degree is 1. 30 degrees root 3 by 2. 45 degrees 1 by root 2. 60 degree 1 by 2. And 90 degrees 0. It just keep on reducing as the angle is getting increased. Here tan theta. Very basic thing, if you remember that tan theta is always sine theta by cos theta. So you can find the value of tan just using the value of sine and cos here is going to be 0 by 1, 0, 1 by 2 by root 3 by 2, 1 by root 3. This is 1, this is root 3 and 1 by 0. Wherever 0 is there in the denominator, the thing is not defined. We say it as not defined. So wherever you find 0 in the denominator, you just find the thing as not defined. Okay, these angles are not given to you. Why I discuss these angles? See, sometimes they just draw a figure, or you just tell in the language that one side is 10, okay, and this angle is 30 degree. Find the other sides. Suppose this angle is given and this is given. For this angle, this is certainly going to be the base. And we have to find other things. Suppose I have to find this. This is going to be perpendicular for this angle and this is hypotenuse always. So if I have to find this perpendicular using this base, we just remember in which trigonometrical ratio perpendicular and base is coming. It is tan theta. So we can see tan 30 degree as P by 10. We know the value of tan 30 degree, which is 1 by root 3, P by 10. Just get the value of P from here. Same way, if I have to find the value of hypotenuse here, see, and we are given this base, We will see in which trigonometrical ratio base and hypotenuse is coming. You will see, oh, it is cos theta. So you will write cos 30 degree as base by hypotenuse. Cos 30 degree, 1 by, sorry, root 3 by 2, root 3 by 2, 10 by h, get the value of h from here. Okay. So, if two things in a triangle is known, either one angle and one side or a trigonometrical ratio, we can find all the other unknown things of the triangle. So to know about a right triangle, if somehow someone is giving us two things, we can find all the six things. Six things means three angles and three sides. Okay, so quite useful tool to find the sides and angles with the help of trigonometry. So you are realizing the importance of trigonometry in your daily life. Okay. So this basic thing you can now deal with. Where the people are mostly stuck in, I have seen this is identities. We are forgetting all the time. Identities means set of things, a formula which is proven. That means that thing we have to use in our questions, in our problems to get the things done. Okay, what these identities, that means the proven things are there. I'm just writing here. We have to use them properly and everything will be solved out. Sin square theta plus cos square theta, we know is 1. So this can be used in the way sin square theta as 1 minus cos square theta and cos square theta 1 minus sin square theta. We should be strong in algebra as well. Moreover, 1 minus cos square theta can be further written as 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. So be careful. If only 1 plus cos theta is there and you have to bring it as sin square theta, you just multiply it by 1 minus cos theta. You will get this. You can get this easily. So just make a planning how to move, what you have to get, what's your target. Okay, this can be utilized in this way. This is the identity I have used in these fashions as well. Okay, next thing I mentioned here is sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to what? We can write sec square theta as 1 plus tan square theta or tan square theta as sec square theta minus 1. People make mistake here. I have seen so many people just write tan square theta in a hurry. 1 minus sec square theta. Be careful. It is sec square theta minus 1. This is the second identity. And the third one is cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1, which can be written as cosec square theta is 1 plus cot square theta and cot square theta is cosec square theta minus 1. Use these identities properly. You will get all the proving questions regarding identity easily solved out. Okay, so be careful, and moreover you must be aware of that tan theta is always sin theta by cos theta, cot theta is always cos theta by sin theta. Just one recommendation I make here: if somewhere you are finding problem in proving the identities and it is involving tan, say, cosec, cot like this, just reduce it in the basic sine cos form and the things will be done. But this is a recommendation for those students who are not just competent enough to use the things properly. firstly try to get the things short using the ready-made basic formula only. If somehow you are stuck in somewhere, make use of these things. Okay, sine cos. Only sine cos you use, everything will be done. Okay, hope you remember all these trigonometrical identities. 1, 2, 3. And they're just extensions I've written. Okay. Now we will see certain problems of proving how to prove them. Okay. Because I've seen students lack here in this part of proving. So just make a decision. One more recommendation I make while proving the things, take care of RHS all the time. Your one eye should always be at RHS and your movement should be accordingly planned. Suppose I am taking one question here. Tan theta plus cot theta is equal to sec theta into cosec theta. You have to prove. Okay. Do you get any direct relationship between tan and cot? Nothing. Nothing is there. This is RHS thing. RHS thing. What you have to do in proving? Write RHS thing and just go on proving this thing. You see here all the time, just you keep your eye at the RHS, you have to get sec theta anyhow, cosec theta anyhow. You know that a relation between tan and sec is there, but in the square form, not in the non-square form. You know that sec square theta minus tan square theta is 1, but this is not in a square form. So we are not left with any option. Why don't you use my recommendation that if nothing is working out, convert them in sine and cos form. If you write tan theta as sine theta by cos theta and cot theta as cos theta by sine theta, just follow basic algebraic rule, take their LCM, which is coming out to be now sine into sine square theta plus cos square theta. Now you realize that this is one identity, sine square plus cos square, which is 1. So actually the thing is reduced to 1 by sine theta into cos theta. Again, just keep a view on the RHS as well. It is sec theta into cosec theta. Whether it is coming or not, you just make one extra movement. You separately write it 1 by sine theta into 1 by cos theta. You will get it. Cosec theta into sec theta. And which is the RHS thing we have to prove? RHS. So the thing is proved. Just make a movement carefully and don't be just afraid of this identity problem. You just practice, practice and practice and everything will come in your brain automatically. You don't have to think too much while solving the problems. I'm taking one more problem. This is sine A by 1 plus cos A plus cos A by 1 plus sine A. Sine A by 1 plus cos A. Then you better write 1 plus cos A by sine A, and that you have to prove equal to 2 cosec A. Okay? As I said, you just write LHS, copy it, 1 plus cosec, 1 plus cosec by sine A. Now think for a moment, what can you do? What options you are left with for the moment of this thing? Oh, if we rationalize this thing, we'll get rid of the denominator. Rationalizing is very good tool in trigonometry to get rid of the denominator or numerator, what we want. If you just multiply it by 1 minus cosec, Mathematics, everything should be balanced. If you multiply denominator, you have to multiply numerator as well. Okay, be careful. Which will be 1 minus cos square, which is sine square, and we can get a moment. Another option you are left over is, because nothing is visible, algebraic point of view, see if something by something plus something by something is there, you go for taking the LCM. So you follow this thing. If nothing is visible in first step, just follow the basic. It will come in your brain after one or two steps. You will easily see, yeah, we are on the right track. If you follow the way you are left over, the only way, follow that, you will get the thing. Okay. If I just take the LCM, follow basic thing, it's going to be sine square. Again, and this is 1 plus cos whole square, is it? Now, the option left with you is to expand it only, which is sine square a plus 1 plus cos square a plus 2 cos a. Be careful, it is a plus b whole square. Don't write it as a square plus b square. It is a square plus b square plus 2ab. Okay? Sine a 1 plus cos a. Now, just see what is coming in front of you. See, this sine square plus cos square is giving you 1. I'm just rubbing here. Right? Which will be 1 plus 1 is there plus 2 cos. So, don't you think that I'm taking the moment easily and you people are getting stuck? No. I'm just following the basic. Whatever option I'm left with, I just follow that option. I got this option only, so I did it. So now nothing extraordinary I did here. Okay. See, it's going to be 1 plus 1, 2 plus 2 cos it. If I take 2 common, I'm left with 2 common 1 plus cos it divided by, I'm rubbing here, okay, sine 1 plus cos a. You see here, this is getting cancelled out. And 2 into 1 by sine a. So 2 cosec a. Because reciprocal of sine a is cosec a. We see, oh, this is the RHS we have to get, and we got it rightly. So 2 cosec a is the RHS. We write it RHS and hence proved. Okay. Now you are feeling some confidence in identities. I should discuss more problems. Okay. If I give you a set of problems, you solve it and you'll find it easy to deal with these problems. Okay, I'm just writing 1 by cosec a minus cot a is equal to cosec a plus cot a. See here, this is the LHS. As usual, I said you all the time you write LHS 1 by cosec a minus cot a. Okay, and just keep an eye on the RHS thing also. Okay. See here, I have to get RHS, and do we get any relation between cosec and cot? Yes, it is. If somehow we are getting cosec square minus cot square, that is 1, then why don't we go for rationalizing this thing? If we rationalizing this thing cosec a plus cot a, okay, so in the numerator as well we have to multiply this thing cosec a plus cot a. See carefully, wherever you are just going for multiplication of something in the denominator, go for the same thing in the numerator as well. So in the numerator I am left over with cosec a plus cot a, but in denominator a minus b into a plus b, which is a square minus b square, which is cosec square a minus cot square a. You know, cosec square a minus cot square a is 1, So you are just left with cosec A plus cot A, which is the RHS thing. So we got the RHS and the thing is proved. Hope you are enjoying this trigonometrical identities problem. Again, I am discussing one more problem. See here, 1 minus cos A by 1 plus cos A is equal to, I have to do sin A by 1 plus cos A. I said you, I recommended you all the time. You just take care of the RHS thing. Okay? You write LHS and think of RHS all the time. It is 1 minus cos A by 1 plus cos A. In the RHS thing, you have to just get 1 plus cos A without root. If we have to get rid of the root of 1 plus cos A, we have to square it. So the hint is in front of us. Why don't we write like this, 1 plus cos A in the denominator and 1 plus cos A in the numerator to balance it out. If we are doing something in the denominator, we have to do the same thing in the numerator as well. So, see, we were just taking care of the denominator here and the numerator is automatically coming out to be. Take care of one thing, other thing has to come. Okay? So, it's going to be 1 minus cos square A, which is sin square A. And here you write it like 1 plus cos A whole square. My handwriting is not that much good. Just cope up with me. See here, it's coming out to be sin A by 1 plus cos A. This is the thing we have to prove. So what we are observing here, that whatever problem is there, if we are just keeping a view on the RHS thing, the thing is done. Okay, one more problem I'm discussing. See, it is sometimes the LHS and RHS, both the things are little bit complex. 1 by cosec A minus cot A, okay, minus 1 by sin A is equal to 1 by sin A minus 1 by cosec A plus cot A. Here it's difficult to get the RHS thing from the LHS only. What we do here, we simplify LHS to some extent, proceed with the RHS and simplify it to the some extent. We see whether the final answer of LHS and RHS is same or not. If it is same, the thing is proved. If I am just moving with the LHS, I am just copying it, cosec A minus cot A minus, why shouldn't I write 1 by sin A as cosec A? I may take up one step here, don't worry. Okay, what option I have left over here is if I just rationalize the numerator here, I will get rid of the denominator. Sorry, denominator, I use the word numerator. Denominator, I will get rid of the denominator. Why? Because cosec square theta minus cot square theta is 1. So if I just multiply cosec A plus cot A in both denominator and numerator, it is in the denominator is coming out to be cosec square A minus cot square A. On rationalizing, okay, I'm leaving it as it is cosec A. Okay, so this is 1 now. So I'm left with cosec A plus cot A minus cosec A. So on simplification, RHS thing is giving us cot A. Now I have to simplify the RHS thing and I have to see whether it is giving us cot A or not. If it is giving us cot A also, then the thing is proved. See here, RHS thing I am doing here. Okay, 1 by sin A can be written as cosec A, as I did. Again, rationalizing here, the denominator, it will be cosec A minus cot A in the numerator by 1. Just see, I have put bracket here. Why? Wherever a minus sign is outside a thing, you must put a bracket. Okay? Otherwise, you will be mistaken somewhere. Cosec A minus cosec A plus cot A after opening up the bracket. So, I am left over with cot A here also. So, the thing is closed. Okay? So, I have discussed so many problems on identities. I hope you might have read up some concept on identities, and we'll do if you do 50 or 100 problems and revise them after 10 days or 15 days, do it for 3-4 times, you will definitely master identities. Okay. Now discussing a little bit about the complementary angular problems, that means 90 minus theta problems. See here, what we know that sine 90 minus theta is cos theta, and cos 90 minus theta is sine theta. Okay, tan 90 minus theta is cot theta, cot 90 minus theta, tan theta, cosec 90 minus theta, sec theta, cosec 90 minus theta, I said is sec theta, and sec 90 minus theta is of course cosec theta. If you don't want to remember all these formulas, just remember sine and cos. Everything can be derived in the terms of sine and cos. Just remember two formulas, sine and cos. Okay. What we used to do in 90 minus theta problems, what I recommend, wherever you are finding the, suppose I am taking one problem directly sine 20 degree by cos 70 degree. See here, if I just convert sine 20 degree, what I have to write? I have to write is sine theta is cos 90 minus theta. Sine theta is cos 90 minus theta. This is theta. Be careful how I am doing. Cos 90 minus theta means 20 degree. Okay, don't write 70 or anything. Just follow the formula. Sine theta is cos 90 degree minus theta. Okay, so for sine theta I wrote like this. I am doing nothing with the denominator. You know why? I am telling you, because I am getting the same thing here and same thing here, and thing will be cancelled out. Why people say why you are converting numerator and not denominator? You convert anything. You see here that this time the thing is coming out to be 70 degree, and already a 70 degree is there in the denominator. So no need of conversion, because ultimate thing is to be the cancellation of things. Okay. So it is cos 90 minus 20. You just go for actual subtraction here. It is 70 degree. So what my recommendation is there, how to apply the formula? Sin theta cos 90 minus theta you firstly write, then go for actual subtraction. Everywhere people follow different techniques, but this is my recommendation. Now it is one getting cancelled out. Okay, so remember this thing, you will solve the problems easily. Remember the basics. Basics of algebra, where a square plus b square, a square minus b square is to be applied, and 90 minus theta very easy problems are surfacing in the examination. Yes, I mentioned one problem. You just follow what basic I did here. Follow this with the problems. Solve 25 to 50 problems. Repeat it after 10 days, 3-4 times. You do it, you will master it as well. Last but the least, don't say least, but the most important thing, the application of trigonometry, which is the problems of height and distances. I just recommend remember two things. If you draw the figure correctly, 90% of thing is done. See here, two things I mentioned the important. One is line of sight, another is horizontal. Okay, two things only for drawing the figure. Suppose I am taking one problem, and moreover I am mentioning that if I am seeing a thing which is at some height from ground level, see, this is the person who is seeing, this is the thing which is being seen. Okay, then the line of sight will be like this. See here, eye is moving like this upward, and this is playing the role of horizontal. The angle between the line of sight and the horizontal is the angle of concern. When we are seeing something from ground, a thing at some height, our line of sight moves just upward. Angle is termed as angle of elevation. So what's the angle of elevation? Angle of elevation is always when we are seeing an object at some height from ground level. Okay, so angle of elevation is like this. Suppose we are sitting at rooftop and seeing something on the ground. Okay, here I am sitting and I am seeing this person on the ground. Line of sight will be like this, is it? And there is no horizontal there, so we draw a virtual horizontal here. This angle is the angle of concern, and this angle is known as angle of depression. Actually, it is coming out to be here by alternate angle. So the figure is just similar, but be watchful whether the angle is angle of depression or angle of elevation. If you draw the figure correctly, as I have mentioned in the very basic startup of the trigonometry, that if angle is known, some side is known, we can find all the sides. Okay? Certain problems I am discussing. It's difficult to dictate the problems because the problems are long, quite long problems. Okay, so the basic thing I have got, suppose the shadow of a tower, the angle of elevation, when the angle of elevation of sun is 45 degree, is found to be 10 meter longer than when it was 60 degree. What's this? Just realize the problem. What's there? That once this tower, sun is coming like this, so the shadow is forming here. When the angle of elevation of the sun was 60 degree, 45 degree. Firstly, what's there? I'm just again reading the question. The shadow of tower when the angle of elevation of sun 45 degrees found to be 10 meter longer than when it was 60 degree. Firstly, it is 60 degree. Now, when it is coming out to be 45 degree, the length, 60 degree here. Okay. If I take this 45 degree, this has to be 60 degree. Why? Be careful. Because the question is not in front of me, I'm just remembering the things I'm doing it. See here, always the exterior angle of a triangle has to be more than the interior angle. Okay. So wherever you are just making some mistake, be aware of the mistake is there. Mistake there. Here some shadow is like this, and when the angle is 45 degrees, shadow is like this. What they are saying that when the angle is becoming 45 degrees, the shadow is 10 meter longer. You just translate the thing in the figure. Okay. One variable is left over, take it as y. Just take two triangles of concern, the right triangles. One is this, another is this. Write the trigonometrical ratio, and you will get two equations in the terms of the two variables x and y. Solve them simultaneously, and everything is in front of you now. See, if I am writing tan 60 degree in the first small triangle, see here I am not naming. Just see it. tan 60 degree will be, what's that? Perpendicular by base. Why we took tan? See, because here the relation between the perpendicular and base is constant only. That's why I took tan. Tan 60 degree, we already know it is root 3 y by x. So y is equal to root 3x. One equation is there. Okay. Go for another triangles involvement. I'll write tan 45 degree. In the bigger triangle, it's not like this. Okay. This should be a right triangle only. Okay. Tan 45 degrees y by x plus tan. You know tan 45 1 y by x plus tan. So we get y is equal to x plus tan. Okay. These two equations 1, 2. Solve them and get the values of variable. If I just equate the values of y here, I am left over with root 3x is equal to x plus tan. Okay. We have to get the value of x. I am bringing here and taking common. It is root 3 minus 1 is 10. I just recommend don't put the value of root anywhere. Okay, it should be in the numerator. If it's coming out to be 10 by root 3 minus 1. Some people put the value of root 3 here. Don't put the value of root in the denominator. You better get rid of the root by, I'm just limiting something here. Okay. On rationalizing, it will give you root 3 minus 1, root 3 plus 1, root 3 plus 1. Okay. It's coming out to be 2 in the denominator. 10 by 2 root 3 plus 1. This is 5. Now you put the value of root 3, 1.732. You will get the value of x. Put it in the another equation and get the value of y. Okay, so same way, mostly what I am saying here, almost all the figures involving two variables is like this. Almost every time you see the figure is like this. Okay, when two things are involved. Almost, not every time I'm saying almost. Okay. But you should be competent enough to draw the figure, what's happening. One more problem I'm discussing. See, a tree is being broken by the wind and its upper part, like this, just realize what they are saying. Upper part is broken and touching the ground. Like this, the figure is there. Language there, I'm not dictating the complete language. Okay. Is being broken down by the wind. The top of the broken part touches the ground at an angle of 30 degrees. Find the actual length of the tree when the point of contact is 5 meters away from the foot of the tree. Okay. Firstly, you find this thing. You realize the problem. You have to understand the problem. This part is broken and this part is coming here. If this is x, this has also to be x. You take this thing as y. Okay. So what actually you have to find out? You have to find out the complete height of the tree. Complete height is of course this plus this. That means y plus x. So anyhow, you have to get the value of y and x. Okay. If I apply trigonometry in this triangle and I have to find the value of y, this is perpendicular by base, I will use tan 30 degree, y by 5, get the value of y here, 1 by root 3, y by 5, get the value of y here, apply for finding x. This is hypotenuse base, cos 30 degree. You apply, you will get x as well. Or otherwise, you can go for the Pythagoras theorem to finding x once y and 5 is in front of you. Get the value of x and get the thing done. Okay. So, the most important thing in height and distances problem is to draw the figure correctly. Once the figure is drawn, get the unknown things, identify what things you have to get. Hope you people enjoyed this basic speech on trigonometry. The 9th standard students as well as 10th appearing students will find it convenient and they would like my speech. Okay, for the time being, bye bye, take care.